So like I'm literally like really shit trying to like. It's like I'm trying to see if I'm ever gonna get feeling back, and it's like, do I believe if I keep like hugging on my face, I'm going to get feeling back. Alright, let me finish this shit. Okay,
He got me the tightest pussy, step forward. You not tough like the car, them wear armor. Some girl pussy black and like mud. Bumbo class, me not think us a bad one. Your bum bum lickle, 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 lickle. Belly skin flatter than a penny plus a lickle. Your bum bum lickle, 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 lickle. Bum lickle, 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 lickle. Belly skin flatter than a penny plus a lickle. Your bum bum lickle, 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 lickle. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, school them ring, tell them a fight it teachers something. What I tell them, that's a thing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, you're a foreign kick-up.
Bro, why my link not working?
School them ring, tell them a fight it teachers something. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, dance on a swing, knife off a factory dumpling.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing when your links stop working, but then
pull up your pants and put it on your waist and tuck in your shirt and don't bleach your face. Some say pull up your pants and put it on your waist and tuck in your shirt and don't bleach your face. In my days that me no meditate, so me study for the test, me no procrastinate. Early to school, me no have time for late. Sit down in a exam, am I the great? Me no get nothing less than 98. When school open, me never have a ticket. I feel like a big jumbo jet. Pussy wet, I me no push it in yet.
yo, I got it off so update. Alright, to-do list.
Me never see your pretty face with your eye wide out. Come in your belly if you die right out. Come in your belly if you die right out. Just say your boy better cheat by you. Just call me tomorrow if we fucking nine mouse. Come in your belly if you die right out. Come in your belly if you die right out. Your good pussy can never seize up. And you wanna black baby so you put the freeze up.
Did this thing call me so wait, what the fuck in this house? Is that what I just said? Yeah, when I tell you I'll be fucking notes, like, right? Like, my notes, you know, my notes, you know, alright, to do list, so, we don't need to, oh, the knob, so, alright, so completely novel. What else do I need to do? I gotta update all my social media links. Update social media links. Yo, I gotta plan like the fuck to have fun, like. It should be fucking pretty good, right now. Cause you know what's gonna happen? I'm literally gonna be like, oh my god, I didn't like video games, and it's like, what the fuck did you eat all day? Fucking love that song. Yo, I lips singing without stuttering is just like, damn. Like, this is a major beat. Like, so, today. Oh, oh, you're leaving this week?
Yeah, which is tomorrow.
Oh, okay. When do you get back?
Um, we leave on the 20th.
Huh? Oh, you get back?
I mean, yeah, we get back on the 20th.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's like 5 days.
6.
Okay, typical church camp shit. Got you.
Yeah, it's a CCYC.
What's that?
It's a youth camp for kids 8 to 18. And I've been going was like 7 or 8 years old.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So if you know anyone who says Courtney can't commit to something,
yeah.
yeah.
Like she's committed to God, just not you. Man, I've made peace with the idea of finding someone. It's like that's just probably not going to happen, and it's like if it does happen, how long is this shit gonna last for? Because I know how I am, right? So it's like, bro, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. Like, I have brain damage. I'm rude as fuck. I love you. I'm just rude as fuck, but I love you.
Yeah, I mean, there are some skin, and like they can like the here.
What
They know
what's
that if you're a sexy woman,
But yeah, but it shouldn't be like that. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be like that because that's stressful as hell. And I'm saying it, they know is what it is because there has to be some form of a solution. What is that? Like, you're asking. Hold on. You're asking me with brain damage to fucking tell. Like I it just I'm like, wait, did this motherfucker just ask me to remind what? Yeah, no, be damned. But I just started a whole fucking to do list because I gotta keep it real with myself. Like by the time I get up, it's I take my shower because I can't go to the gym anymore, and it's like once I take a shower, that's it. My days are like done, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do all day? Like, what did I do all day? Yeah. I fuck Evernote. No, fuck Evernote. They crashed my shit like back in 2016. That's when I stopped fucking with Evernote. What's up, head fat ass? So this one over here. Oh, I'm gonna eat my Panda Express after I said I'm not even sure what I'm about to eat. What's your oh pop? Why is everybody eating pizza today? Wait, you you can tell them to fry your chicken a certain way. I wasn't even aware you could do that. Damn. Yeah, y'all just put me on game. I'm definitely. Wait, can I do that with every restaurant?
Yeah. Do that, child. Man, listen, my wife, bro. When I met my wife, she used to do at the restaurant. When I used to go to the restaurant with like my parents or something like that, and like my parents, there's certain food I wouldn't eat because it just wasn't my life. And then when I got my wife, she'd be like, "Oh, make sure it's fried hard, or make sure it's well done, or like something like that." And I'm like, "Huh?" So when I ate it, I'm like, "What the hell you asking me?" uh,
I did not know that. Like, I know.
That's what your partner's supposed to be like. Never knew that. I never knew that. Yeah.
Shit. Y'all,
I never knew that.
I'm telling you, I've been learning like random facts from like.
I never knew that until I met her 14 years ago. She was doing that. Our first date was at Denny's. Like, you gotta remember this 14 years ago. We met, no, we, our first
Wait,
date was at Denny's. Denny's. Y'all never had no Denny's?
Oh, yo. Yes. That was the pull-up spot. Then it came Waffle House.
Waffle. When I was in jail, like, we didn't have pancakes, we had waffles. So I had two. I went.
Oh, you got.
You're me and that eating because I went that shit. I thought maybe I could just fall out and put me in the hospital and eat.
Wait, you got muted.
What you heard?
You if you went to hospital.
Yeah, I went to the gym and I tried to go 3 months without eating, so then I go to the hospital and eat hospital food and not jail food. You feel me? Like jail food ain't what. At least the hospital had a little bit of taste to it. So I tried it, but my body wouldn't give up because I was drinking water. So you gotta realize that I'm a boss, but I love water. So I would drink water out the faucet. Cause you, all right, when you go to jail type shit, you don't get regular water. You get water. You have to give you a they give you a plastic cup and you put it under the faucet and that's your water and you drink that all day. They don't give you water. They don't. You don't get water.
Whoa, you're drinking water from the faucet?
So you can't drink nothing else. That's it.
Wait,
they give you a cup.
Is it?
And when you get out of jail,
is it filtered water?
I don't know. That's all you had. That's all you had. Sir, and
Don't, no, no, hey, no, 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 mm-mm.
like, okay, so boom, let me break something down to you. When you get in the shower, the faucet don't come all the way down. You know, like when you take a shower, you have the hose on you type shit, like out of jail. It don't work that way. Like the shower head, it doesn't work that way. You probably had two strings coming out. So what you do is you take your toothpaste, you empty that bitch out, you clean it out, you clean that bitch out real good, and you take the edge of it and you put it on the edge, like the head, and so the water will shoot out just for you to take a shower.
What?
Right. Yeah.
Wait.
And they give you a cup, and that cup, when you get out of jail, you have to have that cup. They give you a cup and a fork, a plastic fork. Them two items you have to have.
What happens if you don't have it?
Cause shit, I always had mine. But you ain't gonna tell my shit. Me personally, I can't tell you what happens. I could have mine when I, and if I don't have mine, I could have somebody else's.
Right.
I'm getting out. And when
But hold on though, like, wait, so the where's where's the toilet?
The toilet's in the back. Okay, so Rock Road is a jail we have here. Now, Rock Road, you have 6 people in one room.
What?
Six. And the bed on the floor by the toilet.
Huh?
So you better hope you don't got the bed by the toilet. Because when they use the bathroom at nighttime, you better face to the side. Yeah. Now if you get locked up in Martin County, which is the other county over from us, I got locked up there too. It's 2 people in a room. Now if it's over capacity, you'll have 3 people in a room. Mind you that Martin County is see-through. So the dorms, you see, it's all glass. You can see right through it. Rock Road, you can't see shit. You can get away with murder if you wanted to.
Oh, when you say see through, like I can see you, you can see, I can see the whole.
Everybody.
Wait, so if
The
you,
cops,
if you go to like pee, poo,
everything. So now if you've been there a long time, like how I was, you'll know what to do. Okay, so boom. What we used to do is, all right, it's 2 bunk beds in one room right here, and then the bath, where you use the bathroom is right here. So out of respect, if you have a respect level with people, you take your towel and you put it on your the top bunk. You put their bed on top of it, and like when you're using the bathroom, the towel will cover you for the outside people not to see you. But that's a violation. Some cops leave that. Some officers will allow that, knowing that you're really not doing nothing but using the bathroom. And some will be oh God, they'll be like, Santiago. So you have to hurry up and rip it out before they run in there and just yeah, it's hectic. Like who don't want to go there? Like oh God, I push you that. Yeah.
first of all, I go to the jail. They beat my ass every day because you're not gonna tell me what to do. Like I already,
Being inmate is different.
and that's why I'm saying I can't go to the jail because I know myself. Like,
And being an inmate, bro. Some of them are cool, some of them are okay, some of them are just assholes. Like when I was locked up in my county, I was cool. I was fighting to get out, but I had to deal with people a Rock Road. So I already knew when I got released off of here they were gonna transfer me back. But what happened was I ended up getting into one of the correction officers. She was a stud, and I don't know what the fuck her problem was. Like
what
she kept
you,
trying to
you
give me
do
an
know what
extra small.
you do know what her problem was.
For real, she could give me an extra small, so I was putting my uniform with somebody else. Like, bitch, you ain't gonna try me on some weird shit. I caught that girl at Walmart when I got out of jail. I told her, I said, when I get out of jail, you better hope I never see you. And I saw her in Walmart when I was with my sister. I saw her walking through this right here, came this way. I said, hey, sis, go ahead and get your shit, get up out of here. She was like, what's going on? I said, go. I can't let this shit slide. Boom. Did what I had to do. They couldn't do shit because I was already out of there. And I looked at her and I said, you don't remember me? I said, don't ever try my shit again.
Damn. So wait, so have you seen her since?
And I said, Walmart. Oh, no, I did. No, I still was on leave because, okay, what happened was when I was getting out of jail, they had to send me back to Rock Road, which was to the next county. That ended up happening. Everything was gone. I did my time for both counties and everything, but I ended up catching my case. I didn't know that you could catch another case being in jail by yeah. I didn't know about none of that shit. I didn't even know I called another case because she tried me and I told her they backed me up. It was 4 of them. They backed me up in the cell and was like they were gonna do some shit to me. I was like, bitch, you that shit. What's up? So they never text me or whatever. It was just like a little basic altercation type shit. It was never nothing serious. I ended up getting out on that. I ended up going back to court with my sister, my older sister, my best friend, and they gave me a week for the fine that I had for dealing with her. She said that I bullied her and this and the third. So I had to go back to jail to do a week.
What? Oh, hold on. So when you go to jail, right, and you have to do a week, do you have to pay for that?
They took me straight from court. They took me straight from court. So yeah, they took me straight from court. And my mom, my dad, everybody was like, "What the hell?" Everybody was confused. Like,
Right.
they was like, "Do the week or take a trial." And I was like, "Hell no, man, I already know what the fuck. Just let me do this week. I sit there and go to sleep the whole week. Fuck that. Let me do the week." And then I was done with everything. So I just did the week. And I was already drunk because mind you that I already was released. And I went and chilled with my best friend and everything. So we got drunk. We all in the courtroom still hungover and everything. So it didn't even click to me that I was getting arrested for a week. Okay. Till I got processed and everything. And I'm like,
Damn.
God damn.
Sheesh.
It was it
Yeah.
was like too late for me to speak. And I wasn't gonna put my parents through that again. We
Oh yeah. Like stuff.
I slept half the time. I swear I was sleep. I was already fucking drunk because I got out and was drinking like for days with my friends and shit and my wife and everything. And then when I got there, I was like, man, I'm still spinning.
Damn.
Like, fuck this. I'm going to sleep.
So wait, do you gotta pay to get out the jail?
Say it again.
Do you gotta pay to get out the jail?
That time, no, right? Because I was sentenced.
Wait, whoa. There's levels to this shit?
Hey, to get out of jail when you get arrested and you're out, like you're trying to get out on bond. If you're sentenced, you have a sentence date. That's it. No fucking pay for that shit. Yeah.
Yo, you know what's crazy about this conversation? I just have somebody hitting me up for CPN. The person said they got convicted and sentenced, and I said, I don't know shit about the shit. So I'm like, well,
If you got convicted and sentenced, that's done over with.
but that's why I was like, I don't think a CPN's gonna be good for you because you're sentenced. Like,
Then you gotta do your time and then get the fuck out.
but this is what I'm like, yo, my brain, and I'm like, I don't know if this shit sounds. Thank you so much. You see how the universe is the universe.
Yeah. You get sentenced, you do your time, then get the fuck out. You can't get fucking bottled out on your sentence.
Bro,
That's crazy.
so basic, and this is why I was like, wait, so are you do why are you doing the CPN? Because if you have to go to jail, go to jail. When you get out, I'll take care of you. Because I was like, so are you trying to beat the government? Like, you don't want to get.
You can't do that.
Right, and that's why I was like, you don't want to get your CPN involved if you're going to jail.
Yeah,
And then the person was telling me like apparently they're in a whole nother state, so they'll.
It doesn't matter what state you're in. If you get sentenced, you have to do your time.
So this is where the person said, "Oh, they got pulled over by a cop in the state that they're in, and the cop is like, hey, apparently there's like a warrant, but the marshals has to put them up because they're like 100 miles past where the issue happened."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if a marshal come get you, you go to that jail that they. Okay, so okay, I got picked up by a marshal. I did a crime in Stewart. I live in Fort Pierce. That's another county.
Yeah.
I did my crime because I can speak about this now. Fort Pierce. I was on probation at the time. The marshals had my whole house, back, front, everything.
What?
Shower. I was in the shower when the marshals. My parents were scared at the time. I came out there. I got in the shower. They were already at the shower door. As soon as I opened the door, I just went like this, and I was like, "Can I just put white clothes on?" Because anybody that know, if you're from over here, you have to wear white. If you don't wear white sauce, white bra, none of that. When you go to the jail, they take all that shit. It has to be white sauce, white sports bra, white panties, white boxers, something like that. If it ain't white, you ain't getting. They're not letting you keep it.
Damn.
So I asked them, can I throw that on real quick? And they was like, yeah. So I put that bitch on, type shit, went back outside. It's Marshalls. Marshalls took me to the next city over. I couldn't get out of that shit. I committed crime over there, but that's where they took me at.
Whoa.
So
Why did they take you there and not where you committed the crime?
because they swore that they that's what the crime was committed. And with me being on probation, they had lawful. They didn't have evidence if they had. Okay, the car that I had, because I did take the car. The car that I had was in that city at the time, but
Okay.
I wasn't the one driving. I just took charge for certain people. So
Got it.
I'm just gonna dead that shit right there.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one, but I took charge for 5 people.
Damn. Damn.
So it was 2011, so it is not no way. I did my time up there.
Yeah, but y'all was still cool at least?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. If she went to jail,
Nah. I've seen.
I mean, I'm only cool with one of them, which is my wife. The rest of them can go do whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they want to do.
Cece.
I only took the rap for my wife. I don't care about nobody else. Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, no.
Wow. But it was in 2010, going to 2011, around that time.
Okay.
Just recently who was in jail and he got bounded out.
See.
Yeah, question, because when Cece answered that,
Go ahead, cause I'm like you sure you have brain damage?
yes.
Oh. See, you. I like the fact that you're a cultured white girl. You've been around too many black folk. But no, for so how do you find? Oh, he's a Christian. One of her Bibles. Yeah. So her consistency is to Jesus. I say your consistency is to Jesus.
Exactly. Find a man who I can be consistent like that with. Who's consistent to Jesus and to me.
Okay, so question: would you date someone who's not religious?
Sure.
No, no. And I'm saying that because as much as I've been in the accident and my life after that, every day I have an argument of, are you gonna give baptized? Why you not giving your life to Jesus? Shut the fuck up. Like, I hear y'all, but no. So for me, it's like, so I don't mind stuff like that because the simple fact of I can't take I can't take anyone that speaks about the Bible serious when I'm like, but when you go based on scriptures, all of y'all are sinning. See, but right, but this is where I personally feel people use Bible and grace as a I'm gonna do all the dumb shit, then be like, oh God forgive me, or oh let me. But you just brought up grace. But you just brought up grace, and they might not believe it's stupid. So what makes that stupidity instead of you saying, "Hey, I have something that I'm passionate about or something that I like, so let me figure out why," instead of calling it, stupidity, because is it really stupid? Probably not. Now, but everything goes against what the Bible says. This is what I'm trying to say. Like everything. Okay, for example, um, you're not supposed to get remarried, correct? I believe if your wife dies, if your partner dies, and you're a widow, I believe that's when you could get remarried. If you get divorced, you're not supposed to get remarried. 90% of people, like I said, they don't follow the Bible. So this is where my complex comes in with you, who would be a straight pastor, right? This in a true life, they'll get married three, four times, then turn around and say to me, "Oh well, you're gay," and I'm like, "Are you retarded?" I'm sorry, not retarded. Like, are you slow? Like, other people might not. So and stuff like that, I gotta be mindful of because that's how I used to speak. But it's like when I see stuff like that continuous, and I'm like, wow, you guys really use the Bible when convenient. Like I have friends that are like, they go to church more than church goes to church, meaning they live at church. However, I know you be out here doing snow. The I know tomorrow you're gonna go do snow and drink and do everything else. This is what I'm like, but y'all are so passionate about the Bible. However, it's a, oh, but ask for forgiveness. Yeah, but y'all been doing this for years.
Forgiveness.
You're using God.
Yeah, you basically are using
Now you see why I don't get
as an
into,
excuse.
and this is why I don't. When ever since the accident, everybody, oh, you need to. No, I'm not. Like, yes, I was brought back to life. That doesn't equal all of a sudden I'm this diehard Christian. Like, do you know how many people during COVID, when they got sick, a couple of my friends, oh Lord, I promise I'm gonna be in church. I'm gonna just let me get better. They got out. They did that shit for maybe a month, if that, and then they're right back to, and I'm like, wow, people are bullshit. When you,
Yeah,
yeah, like
some people.
when you were dying, you wanted Jesus or God to save you. All of a sudden
Yeah.
now, you get out, you're cool for a little bit, and then you're back doing the same shit.
Yeah. That's how you find the real ones out from the fake ones.
Yeah, I can't get down with the whole idea of religion, and that's when I noticed like I would be open to, I could date anybody, like fam, as long as you're not touching kids and other weird shit, I could deal with you. Like,
Yeah, but also like I would tell you to study the Bible.
so I'm very versed on the Bible. I'm Seventh-day Adventist. My family has Muslims, Protestants, Baptists. So I've been to all these denominations. We've had to fucking read the Quran. Like, growing up in our house, so was fucking. You're going to church on Saturdays. You're probably gonna be there all fucking day. Then Sunday, we have to go to other church. Then we probably have to go to mosque. So religion, I'm tapped out.
But what about non-denominational?
Yeah, we've done all of that. Overall, it all comes back to the same thing essentially. Like I always said that the next Bible I would read would be the Ethiopian Bible. If I was still like go back to read then the Bible, because that's the actual Bible. So I want to see the 50 or 40 commandments. I want to see the last chapters. Um, that's missing. Huh?
But the I would do some study on the Ethiopian Bible. Do studies on
I'm
all the
not.
Bibles and
So I'm not doing studying on the Bibles because religion is not that thing for me. So I would never tell you like, oh, I would indulge in that. Now, if you give me a specific thing in the Bible, I'll indulge in that because it's short and it's the point. When I get into religion, I'm going in with the idea of I have life after that questions that I need answered. However,
okay.
those questions I know it's not in the Bible.
Like what questions?
When
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but when you got baptized at 13, even with stuff like that, I don't believe they should implement baptism, being that you stray.
No one, no one made me do it.
What's a no? I never said no one made you do it. Thank you for the gifts. I said they should not implement it. So, for example, right, when it comes to religion, they push you guys into
Thank you, Kelly.
You need to get married. You need to have. There's all these needs. When you look at the structure, it's like, how the fuck y'all have all these needs, but your home is all so fucked. So when I said baptism, personally, if they say, hey, you can't get baptized unless you're married, I feel better about that. Why? I know a bunch of individuals where they got baptized, went right back to doing every worldly thing, and it's like now they feel like shit because they believe. Well, I went through the coaching, I went through the men's store. Like, why did I relapse? And it's like, why are you beating yourself up? Clearly, you wasn't ready.
Yeah, that's how you just gotta study the Bible for yourself, and you gotta figure out, you know, what is what is good and what is bad. Like, it's all right out there in the Bible.
To an extent, and I mean personally, like I don't have anything against the Bible. However, I'm at a point in life where what is right and what is wrong, because everything right now is subjective. Like there is no right and there is no wrong based on subjectiveness. And when I say that, like the typical, you know, weird stuff, like pedos and shooting and killing, but regular normal ish that we do as people, what's right and what's wrong. It's like, who made these rules up? It's like, oh, who said that it's wrong if you choose not to ever get married, but you want to have relations? Because based on the Bible, that person's never going to be acceptable. And then you know what somebody said to me? They said, "Oh, well, when you're dying, you can ask for forgiveness." And I said, "That's the dumbest shit I've."
What?
But this is how people are taught, and I've heard that go when up also. So here it is now. I'm like, when I died, I'm 99.9% sure I didn't say, "Hey God," no, there was no fucking check in. So when you're gonna say, "Let me do all this fucked stuff shit," because I'm just gonna ask for forgiveness, counterproductive.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I do hope that whosoever you do find, even if they're not as religious as you would like them to be, love the person for the person. Don't love the person based off of the Bible or religious likes. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Like, person, he will see that has he will see that has really worked in my life.
Okay, but
And
what if
you
what if the person doesn't acknowledge that, but they still love you? Because you sound like at the end of the day, you're trying to drill, like, hey, so God, and it's like, yeah, but what if that person's like, hey, I hear you, but that's not my speed.
To their speed.
But
Meet
so that means you would. No, because how you're speaking is like, yo, if you're not, into Jesus, it's one and done. So you're saying you're willing to compromise.
when
Yo,
we get married,
what's good, Kate?
when we get married, yeah, there, I strongly believe that we'll marry.
Okay.
Okay. So, based on my beliefs, and one guy who said, who got for me.
Okay.
He was gonna take me away from my family. He was gonna take me away from my family, and I was gonna be somewhere where I did not know anyone.
That's not a good thing.
Oh, I know, but he convinced me
Huh.
to do this, and I was 2 weeks away from my wedding with him.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
How old was she?
he's in Defiance now.
He's what?
In Defiance, Ohio.
The okay. Start. Yeah. I'm gonna start lives tomorrow. Have you ever? I hit her up. Let me not lie, because that was about to be a straight lie. Because I was gonna say hit her up last. Wait, that is probably. Is that considered last week? If today's Saturday.
No, because Sunday's the first day of the week.
Okay, so I'm still in this week. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yo, I hate the fact that my phone deletes messages.
Yeah.
All right. I spoke. Oh damn! I spoke to her Sunday, so Sunday will be a week. But when I spoke to her, I was asking her when she was gonna start going live and stuff. But I think she had just got baptized. Oh, T just got baptized.
Yeah.
Yeah, T just got baptized. I think last week or the week before.
I really. How am I gonna say this and it be nice?
What do you mean?
Hope she shows the fruits.
Huh?
When you are baptized, you are supposed to show patience,
Okay. So you should be doing that without getting baptized, right?
You should be doing that without getting baptized. When that you are covered with blood when you are baptized.
Right. Okay.
So when Christ looks down here, he sees the people who are covered with his blood, and he sees the people that aren't. Hopefully, the people that are covered with his blood are more than the people who aren't. But that's a happy-go-lucky world. So,
I'm gonna come back to that because do you see how the division is in religion based on everything you said? But hold on though. Hey, Kelly, how are you?
hi, what baptism are y'all talking about as you get older or when you get baptized as a baby?
So
Because
no,
I
no,
was baptized when I got older.
yeah, baptism as a baby. I'm good with that. I just don't like when you're back you they let you get baptized like when you're in your teenage years. Like I believe that's something where it's like later on, like be ready for that because you might be
Right.
the
What if you are ready in your teenage years? I mean, with my story, I was ready. I went to my dad crying
yeah, but the majority of
because I wanted to be
individuals,
baptized.
but a majority of individuals aren't like that though. Yeah, like a like Cece, I want to tell you like you gotta have open up like widen this perspective. Like I'll never say religion's it's a bad thing. Religion's great, sure, but listen to how the division just based off of what you're saying, and I'm saying fuck if you're baptized or not. God should be favorable to everybody. You're saying, oh, if you're baptized and God sees you covered in His blood, you're going to be better. So it's kind of like you're better than me and Keely because you got baptized, but we were only baptized as babies.
I wasn't saying
No, no, I'm saying
that
that's how it comes off because you technically are baptized over her and I. So you would be saying
Right.
God is looking down and God is giving you more favor because you got baptized. So that's what I'm saying. Like religion is it's a good thing and then it's a bad thing based on how you perceive life. So you're correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kelly, it was the just baptisms alone is like I don't rush it, and I believe we need to have a wide understanding of religion before they jump into it.
Yep. And if you believe in God, you don't necessarily have to be baptized.
I, but you see, but
If
see,
you
look,
believe in God, yes, your belief is the first step.
that's the only step. Because what is after believing? It's you believe it and you know it. So if I believe it, that means I already know it.
You hear, believe, repent, be baptized, and live a faithful life. That is the plan of salvation.
Right, but we're saying you still accomplish that even if you don't get baptized. The person that's practicing celibacy that hasn't gotten baptized, they're more favorable than you. You get what I'm saying? Because based on the Bible, you shouldn't be gardening, you shouldn't be cussing. But you, I'm pretty sure somewhere in there something about drugs because it's still considered paraphernalia. Okay, so if that's the case, sodomites and whatever the hell. Yeah. Taken with medical drugs. Not you trying to be that person.
Not harming the temple.
Right.
Taking the drugs.
Right. So this is the difference between you and I, right? I grew up in church. Like again, I went to Adventist school, private school for fucking years. When it comes to religion, you would be die hard to say, "Hey, I need you to love God." I can give a fuck if you love God, as long as you're treating everybody with dignity, respect, and grace, and everything else. But I'm not. I'm never gonna say, "Oh, I need you to be baptized for me to show you adequate grace."
No, just to show you. You have questions, bring them to me, and I will answer.
Yeah, but your questions are not objective. Your questions are very. I'm sorry. Your answers are always going to go back to the Bible. So you and I can never have the conversation because you're always going to go back to the Bible. So when I say, "Hey, I grew up in a situation where you're told nothing is promised but life and death. I made it through death. Now that I'm here and I'm like, wow, I died. I came back. Why the fuck are y'all still doing the same shit different day?" So now my patience and my like, wait, what? Hold on. Y'all are still doing the same thing? Wait. So you're still sleeping with this man's husband, but you're crucifying me for being gay. Wait, your son is still a drug addict, but you're crucifying me. This is what I'm like.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So there's stuff where you never answer for me because you love the Bible. Like you, with you saying, when God looks down at who's baptized and who's not, like, so what you're saying, God don't fuck with nobody else but you?
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is being gay. They talk to me about that, tell me because I was gay, I was sinning. But in the Bible, it says no sin is greater than the other. So I could be gay, you could be a murderer,
So now you see why.
That's one thing me and my parents disagree on because they don't even talk with gay people. And I said, no, mom and dad, I'm trying, but
This is like in 2025. Wow, wow,
yeah, yeah.
damn. So what's the reason for you not associating with gays? Like, are we gonna make you gay or?
Well, they do think that, but they don't, they know how, I guess they just don't see how strong of a Christian I am, with going what I've been through in my whole life.
Interesting. So, do you believe that is because you're Christian and your faith why you're not gay? Because everything you say literally is like you just do stuff because I'm a Christian and the Bible says. I haven't heard where you physically are doing something because you love it. For example, what is it? Like there's certain things that I do that I know it's not a the Bible, but fuck it, me love it. I only live once. Why am I not gonna enjoy it? I'm not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
They
I've
can
been
do it.
in the church my whole life. Church. So, I mean, what you get, I
Interesting.
mean,
What?
it's
There's
for,
no. I never. First
yeah,
of all, I never want to apologize. I just need for you
yeah,
to like understand, like, not because you got saved from a car accident, some people are not going to give a fuck about Jesus. However, you have to say, hey, you know what? I love Jesus, so fuck if you don't love Jesus, but you're awesome person.
we're, we can still be cool.
Right, right. That's
Yeah,
that's where I'm like, all right, as long as you're good with that,
yeah, yeah. We can still be cool.
wait,
Yeah.
Kelly, so you haven't gotten rebaptized at all? You haven't gotten rebaptized at all?
No, I was just baptized as a baby. But once I got saved, I gave my life to the Lord in 2004. And I was supposed to get baptized, but I just never did. It's not a requirement to be whenever you get saved. You just have to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and your Savior.
Whoa, hold
And
on.
believe in Him, believe that He died on the cross for you.
Whoa, hold on. So there's levels to this?
No, all you have to do to, when people say that they're saved,
Yeah.
that means that they accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior.
So you
And
don't
they
have.
believe that He died on the cross for our sins. That's what you have to believe. You don't have to be baptized. It's a little thing.
Okay. So what does
So
back?
you don't necessarily have to be baptized.
Okay, so does back when you let's say say in your case, right? Would you being baptized like finalized? Oh, but aren't you still finalized because you're still doing everything in the realm? You get what I'm saying? Like if you're still a good person, you're not robbing. You broke out. Yeah, because that's honestly that's where I'm at. Where it's like, bro, I hear you guys, but the stuff's not matching up. Like, there's too many. What do they call them? Too many Indians, and not too many. I don't. It's like the saying when they say like there's too many people involved. So it's like, yeah, because there's just too many portions to religion per se, but yeah, like overall, trust me. I know that you love for people to love Jesus, and because, bro, I had one guy. He thought I was like a super Christian dude at the hospital, and I'm like, yeah, da, da, da. And he's like, I don't give a fuck, and I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck if you give a fuck. I don't even want to be alive. And when I said that, he felt like shit, and I was like, bro, I live in pain. Like, I don't want to be alive. My life is fucking different. At that point, that's when he still out with it. But immediately he was like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna say God." And I was like, "No, the fuck, like, calm down." Sorry, I want to turn my camera off. Uh, you're like, what time do you leave tomorrow? Hold on. So, do you bring your gardening supplies to the campground, or do you just have the vape? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, nice, nice. I'm starting to think the dispense so we vapes they're kind of weak. Yeah. Wow. From where? Really? Good shit. Wow. Oh, I have right. Chill out with myself. I'm always chill with myself.
If you breathe,
Yo, I'm freaking hungry as hell, and I don't know what I'm going to eat.
clown, girl. Me say the wine you make me want to go with you. And if you spend time alone with you, come right for the cocky like rodeo. Hey girl, your boom boom hold me so, control me so. Yeah, the condom tearing up, that mean the boom boom tight enough. Get me turn around like a turn up, hurt it up, let me
Yo,
hurt
the
it up.
Panthers are doing freaking phenomenal this year, and I'm like, bruh, I haven't made it to one game. However, my best friends like, yo, if they go to the finals, we're going to the finals. So I'm like, I bet like, yeah, hopefully be in Florida. Hopefully. Yo, I really thought with me losing all this fucking weight, I was gonna get surgery on my back, and I did not get approved. We are not fucking campers right now. I don't know what the fuck I want to eat. Is Taco Bell open right now? I haven't had Taco Bell since like January. Taco Bell. You like the candle Taco Bell? What time did you go to bed? I'm probably. Hold on. Hold on. I got it. I got it. Make it. Okay. What is that? Oh, watermelon cookies.
They are so good.
Watermelon cookies?
Yeah. They're green and pink, and they taste like watermelon.
Where did you buy that?
Walmart?
What is called this watermelon cookies?
Yeah, it's watermelon frosted sugar cookies.
Watermelon.
And it's Walmart bakery sugar cookies.
Okay.
Oh, they're so good.
I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. Cause I have to go grocery shopping. I thought I had hamburgers. I don't. I thought I had ground turkey. I don't. I'm like, what the fuck did I have? I had nothing. I had chips.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, I don't know where I got all this imaginary food from. Wait, so is that red velvet cake? And it tastes like watermelon? That's pretty sus. Like, how'd you get the cookie to taste like watermelon?
Cookies.
I feel that. I feel that. Oh man. I gotta see. What time is it? Damn. So we're not gonna speak to you till what, next week's Sunday? The week after? I wouldn't expect. Okay. Okay. Got you. Got you.
So you can see like how it is, and yeah,
Talk,
it's really cool.
bro, why is Taco Bell closed? The one that's open at 3 a.m. is 30 minutes away. Damn. Damn, you still got more food?
Yeah, it's still munching. Panda Express loves it on.
Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta figure out what else do I possibly, let's see what's open right now. McDonald's? Ew. Do I want to have bar food right now? Do I want to have bar food or ew? How did fried? Because if you have, like, I don't want to eat bar food this late and then get sick. Okay, where the hell was? Alright, okay, so everywhere that's open around here is literally a bar or a tavern. Yeah, I don't wanna. I don't wanna eat like. Uh, yeah, but I'm gonna pay like damn near $13 for. Yeah, like it's 11 Make a Wish. Yo, I used to hate when my ex used to do that. Not me just calling my ex by mistake. Pocket dial. Alright, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna figure out food now, and yeah, I should probably just go to a race track or quick trip. Yeah, I think I'll probably end up doing a gas station food. I really have to start getting food earlier and stop like fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. 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 All right. So what I'll do then is I'll hit you up tomorrow and check on you because I don't know if you're gonna be up and I don't know if I'm gonna go back live. Um, I gotta grab some food. Max is hungry.
Okay.
All right. So love you. See you later. Hope you have a good rest of your night.
Love you. See you later.
There's good night, beautiful people.